Welcome! Alright, welcome to a brand new playthrough. We're gonna start Dracula 3, The Path of the Dragon. I played both Dracula 1 and 2 prior to starting my channel. Maybe I'll go back to them at some point, but this is where I am in the series, and I hope you all can have fun in joining me on that. Next up, this is the PC version. There is also, okay, that's not clear enough. This game has a very troubled past. It got ported to mobile and then remastered as a port from the mobile version, if that makes sense. Like, it was originally a PC game. At some bizarre point, it was made into a frankly terrible mobile port, and then it was put back on the stores, on like Steam, for example, as a port of that terrible mobile version. So the one on Steam is a terrible version. This is the GOG version, is the original one. It is the one that everyone likes. And this is what we're gonna go through. I'm gonna switch to the game. It is it's almost all cons. Sorry, let me start. I can't talk right now. It's almost all pros. It's got all the content that got cut in the mobile version. It's got all of. I've never played the game before, so I don't know the full list. But everyone agrees that this is the one you want to play. It doesn't have. I'm also told that the mobile version has all of its puzzles reduced in difficulty. Like, they made the mobile one for like children. The con is that it's 4x3. The mobile version supports widescreen. This does not. So we're gonna suffer through a 4x3. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm also thinking about I'm obviously gonna play a lot of 4x3 games across my career. What sort of bevel should I get? What do you think? Maybe just for the purposes of a face reveal, I should. I mean, like, if I did a face reveal, I could put my face on the sides. But there's not really much to gain by doing a face reveal, in my opinion. I mean, I don't have boobs or biceps, so there's not really anything to look at. But for now, at least, let's just keep going. I reserve the right to add a bevel onto the edges of this later on. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Let's get started. Select a profile. Ooh, which one? I mean, this guy's got the best dental care. Everyone else appears to be missing some teeth. Yeah, we'll go with the guy that has the best dental care. Oh, I confirm it. I'll let this play out, and then I'll explain what happens roughly in the first two Dracula games that really you don't need to know. The Vatican, September 3rd, 1920.
Is it the fear of death that is tormenting you?
The fear of suffocating, Monsignor. At Caporetto, a shell buried my unit. I was the lone survivor.
God spared your life. May he bring peace to your soul.
His word guides me through my trials. After my nightmare, I opened the Bible and read this passage from Isaiah.
Hey, it skipped a
Yet
bit
thou
there.
shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Ah, no. You use the Bible to interpret your dreams. Please, don't sink to superstition.
Your Eminence, since God rules the world, nothing happens by chance. Everything is the expression of his will. Everything must have a sense.
And it is not in the power of man to discover it. Ah, no. Your hunger for answers leads you astray. Please, let's get back to the matter at hand. The congregation is sending you to Vladoviste in the bishopric of Alba Iula.
In Transylvania? The region has just been annexed by Romania, has it not?
To be sure. They speak mostly Romanian there, as well as a little Hungarian and German. 3 languages you know well. You will investigate the case of Martha Calugarul, a physician and scientist who died a few months ago.
And we're already investigating?
The postulator of her cause has presented solid arguments to justify a rapid process. Naturally, this mustn't influence you, but you know your duty, don't you, Mr. Devil's Advocate?
Devil's Advocate, promoter of the faith. Monsignor Briganti has entrusted me with a great responsibility. God help me be worthy of it. Will Martha Caligaro one day be counted among the saints of the Catholic Church? I hope so, but truth must prevail. My investigation must leave nothing in the dark.
Alright, so I'm looking at the audio levels, and the first half of that cutscene had low volume, but the second half had perfectly fine volume. We'll have to see in post whether or not I need to raise it. Let me just raise it just a tiny bit, the game volume. Just like to there-ish. Okay. You don't really need to know what happened to Dracula 1 and 2. It's a campy horror game. The dialogue and animations are funny. It has Dracula. He died in the last one, so I assume he's going to come back to life in this one. That's all you really need to know. Okay, so what do we got here? There's no movement. This is a panorama. Okay, inventory. Click, 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 click. Oh, this is not the time to take the train. I still have things to do here. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Hold on, let me just... Okay, space bar goes forward in text. Clicking does not. Alright. I can go that way or I can go that way. Which one looks like it's going to be less likely to kill me? These games are pretty cool. I would say they're more campy than cool, but sometimes that's fun too. They oftentimes have pretty good puzzles. Before anything else, let's try to find that inn where I reserve my room. To view your detailed objectives, you right-click and go to the objectives. Okay. If you feel lost, take a few steps in order to clear your mind, then review your objectives, but do not follow them blindly. Make room for a bit of surprise and improvisation. Investigate about Martha Caligaro. Contact the parish priest. Visit Martha's grave. Visit the dispensary where Martha worked. Go to the inn and talk to the innkeeper. Advice: how to go about consulting the Bible. In times of difficulty, the Word of God can guide or comfort you. Go to the document interface, select the Bible, and click on the button. Oh, it's a hint system. I thought they actually had a copy of the Bible here. Wait, hold on. So you're telling me it's going to give me Bible passages that are hints? I kind of... Hold on, where's... Okay. Documents? Bible? Where was it? Select the Bible and click on the button. Open the book at random. I just want to see... What is this? Where is the open the book? Oh, it's here. I just want to see, did they actually find actual Bible verses that are hints to a game written, 2,000 years later? Okay, it's in Latin. I have no way of telling if these are actual Bible verses. But that is, if that is the case, that is insane. Like the actual King James Bible has turn left at the Smoky River, tap twice at the door. Okay, that's where we came from. That's where the train station is. Let's go left to right, I guess. Oh, it's the graveyard. I see. What? Why is my camera being pulled here? Here in November 1916, the 4th and 5th Infantry Divisions, the 3rd Mountain Brigade, and a detachment of the Legion of Transylvanian Volunteers heroically fought against the troops of the Austro-German coalition. May the blue, yellow, and red, the 3 colors of the Romanian nation, fly forever over this blessed land. I didn't turn to the right when I first walked here. It grabbed my camera and pointed me right there. Which is interesting. Where is Martha's grave? Interesting. Doesn't appear to be anything here. Tree. Blood. Bullet holes. On a battlefield, it's typical that the trees be riddled with shot. However, this oak has traces that seem very recent. Ah. This is the weirdest tree I've ever seen. It climbs up and then straight down into a claw fixture. What the... What? And they're really going straight into the... Oh, what's this? Cartridges. They just jumped straight into the spook fest, didn't they? Look at this. Just an impaled human in the shadow. And... What? And right there is some sort of devil monster thing. Wow. What? Alright, cool. I guess this is that type of game. Where it's, I guess it's more subtle than I thought it would be. No commentary on the fact that there's a hidden death symbol on the ground. Am I gonna die if I keep going this way? I don't see anything here. I don't know if you can hear the wolves. Should I raise the volume a little bit more? I want you to be able to hear like the ambience. I'll raise it a little bit more. Okay. The view must be splendid up there, but I'm too tired to climb up. I'll go tomorrow after a good night's sleep. I still doubt you can hear those wolves. I'm at max volume for game audio. They're like really far off, so it's pretty quiet in my audio too, but oh well. I can't go this way, oddly enough. Even though there is a pathway there. What? Okay. Spacebar, yep, I already knew that. Doggo. This is really cool so far. Some great ambience here. How are... Can you hear the dog? 1905. Vesnickel Foundation Dispensary. So this is where she worked, I think. Oh, everything is animated. Very cool. Come in, it's open. Actually, oh, that you have to hit the door handle. Come in, I'm in the kitchen. I am doing the voice acting. I disabled voices before anything. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can see through your wall. Hello, miss. Oh, and this is me. Hello, miss. I am Father Arnok. I am Dr. Maria Florescu. Have you come from the Vatican, Father? I see that news travels quickly. Oh, Zana is a chatterbox, you know, so I've learned that you reserved a room at the inn and you've come with regard to the canonization of Martha Caligari. Caligari. To be more exact, I'm here to conduct a preliminary inquiry. In fact, I'd like to ask you a few questions in that respect, but I hope I'm not bothering you, Doctor. Oh, crap. I didn't... My bad. What do you know about Dr. Caligari? I've read the research he published. I also know about her through what the villagers say and from the traces she left in this house. She led an austere life and worked a great deal. Her only distraction was photography. All of her equipment is still here. Now I'm terrified of hitting spacebar. Okay. May I ask what brought you here to work? I wanted to set myself up since the end of my studies, but I didn't have the money to buy a practice. The Vesnical Foundation offered me this job after the death of Dr. Caligari. I accepted it right away. I'm put up. I earn a salary for tending to the poor, and I can develop a small private practice on the side. She's the villain. I didn't find the inn. Can you tell me where it's located? Just across from the dispensary, the big red house. You can't miss it. Don't hesitate to come back if you think I can help you, or I can stop by the inn if you'd prefer. You will always be welcome, but please don't go to the trouble. I'll come by again. This isn't the right time to take logs. She's very protective of her wood. What? I can... Oh, okay. This isn't the right time. Okay, it's not gonna let me do any of these things, I guess. Can I go out the back door? Oh, hi, doggo! Be down, lay down! I'm sorry, that dog is unbearable. No, he's not. He's a good watchdog. You're kind. He's a good dog. His presence is reassuring. He keeps prowlers away and any cats or foxes who might attack my birds. Okay. This is already very cool. Is it gonna... Okay. Nothing for me right here. Alright. It doesn't want me to do anything here right now. Ooh. A red ring. I'm being watched from this window? This is the dispensary. Didn't she say directly across from the dispensary? Red house? This one? Oh, no, I passed it. I guess it's... Is it this? I guess it's this across. Okay. That huge, brightly lit building must be the inn. That building with inn written on it must be the inn. Carrots or onions and bread. What a delicious looking basket. I see the inn's kitchen lacks for nothing, which for that matter is astonishing in this ruined country. Da, 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 da. These are cute. Let's ring the bell. Hello, ma'am. I'm Father Arno Moriani. Oh, you're the one who came from Rome about Martha. Hello, Father. Your room's waiting. First one on the right at the top of the staircase. You already got a letter. I put it on your table. Totally righteous, right? Thank you, ma'am. Hosanna, Father. Call me Hosanna. It's the name they christened me with. Did you know Dr. Martha Caligari... I'm going to destroy my voice doing this. I can already feel pain. Did you know Dr. Martha Caligari well? Oh, really well. She saved my kid, you see. He was real sick. She sent him to the seashore. We never heard from him again, but I hear he's real happy. The doctor put it on like this. Hosanna, your boy's got to change climates, and if it'll make the difference for you, I'll pay the expenses. That woman was truly a saint. I often go and pray on her grave. That isn't when I'd finished riding some waves. I visited Dr. Maria Florescu. A lovely girl, but she's got a way about her, if you see what I mean. You can tell right off she's not from around here. Oh yeah, one thing, young Master Peckmaster told me he'd like to meet you. Mr. Peckmaster. Yeah, Janice Peckmaster. Another one of my lodgers. He's got the room across from yours. He's in the parlor right now. I think I slowly started merging their voices. I think they started out different, but okay. We'll do another voice for her. Hello, can I do something for you, Father? No, thank you, Hosanna. I don't need anything for the time being. I gotta go find me a Peckmaster. There's some sort of I noticed that the phones have all been interactive. We'll not mess with that right now because I don't know any phone numbers. Where's the Peckmaster? Oh look, it's me! Wow, wow, wow! At least I'm not a vampire. Huh? Who's speaking? Oh! Are you the Peckmaster? You don't look like you'd be the Peckmaster, but you know, looks can be deceiving. I am Janotha Peckmaster, assistant professor in the medieval history department. Father Arno Moriani of the congregation of whatever. I won't ask you what you've come here for. The whole village is aware of it. And you, what brings you to Vladoviste? I'm verifying some locations and doing a little excavation at the castle at twilight on the heights near the village. That must be fascinating. Is the structure well preserved? Before the war, it was in perfect condition. Unfortunately, it suffered enormously during 1916 counteroffensive. There seems to have been some fierce fighting at Vladoviste. Just between us, it was a terrible defeat for the Romanian army. Without its allies' help, Romania would never have obtained Transylvania. I hope that a world of peace will grow all over these ruins. We can hope so. I was in the war as a priest medic in the Italian army. I was at Asiago and Caporetto. As for me, I prefer forgetting all those years. I did not fight. That's the wise thing to do. I wish I could do the same. Do you want to meet me tomorrow at the Castle of Twilight? You can see my pack. You can see the ruins from the village. To get up there, you can go through the crossroads at the Broken Oak. That would be a great pleasure. Finally, a real Peckmaster. It's suddenly music. 3 pages of this. Before the Great War, Transylvania was reduced to a status of a province in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Though Romanian speaking, this beautiful region was not attached to the Kingdom of Romania and was suffering under foreign yoke. As the war broke out, Romania naturally chose to ally itself with France and England against the Central Empires, Germany and Austro-Hungary as early as 1916. The Romanian army had entered Transylvania and took Brasov. But the enemy had at its disposal overwhelming means. Germany and Austria responded with forces much greater in numbers. Our army then executed a strategic withdrawal, punctuated by the Battle of Maricesti and Vladoviste. The latter town was largely destroyed by artillery fire. This is the Castle of Twilight near Vladoviste. It was the theater of heroic fights where our mountain troops distinguished themselves. At last, 1918 saw the final victory of the Romanian army, aided by the heroic Legion of Transylvanian Volunteers. The unification of Transylvania with Romania was solemnly proclaimed in Alba Iulia on December 1st, 1918. Our United Nations pushed back without difficulty one last invasion attempt, that of Bolsheviks in 1919. The Bolsheviks. My first girlfriend was Russian, like ethnically and nationally. And she was very strongly fixated with Russian history, and she would go on for hours about like the Bolsheviks and stuff like that. I wish I remembered more of it. Yeah, for multiple reasons, I wish I remembered more of it. Because I actually did generally find it interesting, and had there been less frustration with the relationship at the time, I probably would have been able to focus more on how much I admired her intellectual qualities. But yeah. May our motherland be always great and strong, and may, in the centuries to come, the valley of Transylvania resound with the echoes of this glorious song. Awaken, Romanians! Shake off the deadly slumber, induced by criminal tyrannies. Priests raise the cross, because our army is Christian. The motto is liberty, and its ghost is holy. We'd rather die in battle than live again enslaved on our ancestral land. Great song. Real beat. Okay. Don't be fooled. This book is just propaganda. Falkenhayn and Mackensen beat the Romanian army flat out, you see. In December 1915, they entered Bucharest. If it hadn't been for the intervention of France and the Allies, there'd be no Romania. Okay. So it's saying that we can reread this book anytime we want. All right, this is already very cool. I think you can already tell that this game is like just absolutely steeped in just like, you know, Romanian vibes, yo. Can I read these? A reading cutscene? Exactly how epic is this cutscene gonna be? Oh my, that was the cutscene. The Monte Septimanal. That's a regional weekly. The issues are bound, classified by year. Is this gonna... Oh my... It's a different reading cutscene? What the... Huh, not much happened. There's a different cutscene for each book? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? 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 I can't. You're telling me that there is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 32 different 48 different cutscenes for reading a book here in front of me. That's like, that cutscene was like 10 seconds long. Oh, what? You tell me there's like, oh my god, there's like 10 minutes of, what the fuck? There's like 10 minutes of cutscene right here. What the, oh my god, what has happened? What? Who made this game? God. Ball in red and black. Enlarge. Oh, I hope this is related to a puzzle at some point. Giving me a magnifying glass? Okay. This is insane. I need to pick a different random one. Okay. What the fuck? How? How? What? This is the most insane thing I've ever seen in any video game ever. Who does this? Who does this? What? They're insane. What? Why? What? I cannot process my emotions about that. What the? This must be my room. Okay. Okay. Let's move this way, I guess. Window. Where's the doggo? This oak wardrobe is very solid. What is this guy's fixation with wood? This oak wardrobe is very solid. Okay. A missive from the Diocese of Alba Iula. It concerns Martha. Ooh, music. Alright, let's read it. Alright, here is Martha Caligari and biographical data. Born in 1871 in Bucharest, Martha Caligari, and the offspring of a very old Catholic family, orphaned at the age of 10. She is brought up by an unmarried aunt, 1891. So this is when she's 20. She passes an examination organized by the Vesnici Foundation, receives a grant to pursue medical studies. 1898, she is the first Romanian woman admitted to the examination of the Royal Hospital internship. 1898, she successfully passes the experimental physiology qualifying examinations. And 1902, while working at the laboratory at the University of Bucharest, an accidental explosion projects concentrated acid onto her face, and she survives the burns. After recovering, though left disfigured for life, Martha Caligari pursues her scientific career while working in the Catholic hospice in Bucharest. She publishes numerous articles in various medical journals. So brave! A woman publishing in Science even though her face is covered in acid. The Vesnicia Foundation needs a Romanian-speaking doctor for its dispensary in Vladiviste, which is at the time in Austro-Hungarian territory. Martha Kelligirl agrees to relocate to this small mountain town. She divides her time between her research and the care given to the local population. 1910, she publishes an article entitled Blood Analysis and Statistics, a new method for the study of hereditary diseases, and in 1913, Martha Kelligirl receives the Moulton Prize for her work on the use of sodium citrate in blood conservation. That same year, she publishes a remarkable article on the P syndrome in collaboration with Professor Heinrich von Krüger of the University of Bavaria, an expert of international phenomena. Miss Martha Kelligirl and Professor von Krüger, after a conference given at the Bucharest Academy of Sciences. This is just amazing. Like, this is just so much detail. Vladiviste after the counteroffensive of the Central Empires. Martha Kelligirl refuses to leave Vladiviste in spite of the threat of war. In 1916, as fighting rages around the village, Martha Kelligirl cares with equal devotion for the combatants of both camps. She traverses the battlefield at risk of her own life, not worrying about the bullets and the shells that whistle around her. This is her picture of her dispensary. We just came from there. He was spared by the bombings. 1919 to 1920, Martha comes to the aid of Vladiviste's inhabitants who had been harshly tested by the war. And in February of that same year, exhausted by the tough work that she took upon herself for years, Martha Kelligirl died at her residence. One of her last good deeds was to pay with her own funds the trip to the sea of a sickly child. Wow. What an asshole. Her grave is the object of immediate devotion. The faithful who go to pray there mention several cases of recovery. Must be noted that Vladiviste is one of the rare Catholic villages in a primary Orthodox area. The instauration? I've never heard that word before in my life. Of an official pilgrimage to Martha's grave would allow the strengthening of the links that unite our religious community. Martha Kelligirl posthumously received the Medal of the Order of the Star for her conduct during the war. Cool. She just seems like a pretty swell gal. This biography can't be objective, of course, but it helps to capture Martha's personality. It's about time I seriously started my investigation. Can I not approach the sink? Okay. Well, this has been awesome. I can't wait to do this. That is insane that every book has a different animation. Just what the hell? What? Oh. I need to stop talking. I'm losing my voice, but I'm going to be mentally repeating the phrase "what the hell" over and over again for the entire evening. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.